I wasn't too far off with Typhlosion's Terra typing prediction, but hey, we're gonna have Terra Ghost Typhlosion as opposed to Terra Dark, but it's still super effective against Hisuian Typhlosion, so let's jump right on into it. Okay, so at the time of recording this video, the Typhlosion event hasn't started yet, but we do know a couple of things about it. Because it's a 7-star raid, it's going to be level 100, it's going to be Terra Ghost, and like all other 7-star raids, it's most likely going to have its hidden ability. In this case, Typhlosion has Flash Fire for a hidden ability, which gives it immunity to fire type attacks. And if it does get hit by a fire type attack, its own fire type attacks do 50% more damage, which could be really, really nasty. Probably best not to bring fire type moves for damage. Now, what I was thinking too is Typhlosion might have a couple of special attacking fire moves as some options for what it might do. We might see Flamethrower, where that's a base 90 fire type attack. We might see Fire Blast, which is stronger at 110 with less accuracy. We could see Heat Wave, where it's kind of the middle road between Flamethrower and Fire Blast, where it's 95 power with slightly less accuracy. But the other thing is, Typhlosion does get Lava Plume, which is weaker than Flamethrower, but has a much higher burn chance at 30%, and it hits everything on the field. So Typhlosion might be spreading burns a lot in this raid, so some Flash Fire mods might be good options for us to bring ourselves. Now, because it's Terra Ghost, I definitely see Shadow Ball being its main stab option, because really it's between Shadow Ball and Shadow Claw as far as Ghost type moves go on regular Johto Typhlosion. And Typhlosion is more of a special attacker than a physical attacker, so I'm thinking we'll probably be seeing Shadow Ball more often than Shadow Claw. Now, it could go both, but I don't know. I could see Focus Blast to hit both normal types and dark types, because both of those typings do give Ghost a little bit of a hard time, where normal is completely immune to Ghost type damage and dark types resist it while being super effective back. For an opening move, as far as Typhlosion goes, I could see them going maybe Eruption there to just blast the entire field, and then maybe follow up with a Smokescreen, where Smokescreen gives a -1 accuracy drop to the target. It'd be kind of similar to how Greninja opened up with a double team right off the bat in its 7-star raid, so that could be what Typhlosion wants to do. And keep in mind too, as far as stat breakdown goes, Typhlosion is identical to Charizard, so really we have the lower defense and lower special defense compared to a lot of other starters at 78 and 85, so we can hit this thing pretty hard with moderately decent setup slash lack of setup. So let's jump into some of the options that I was thinking that we could use to bring against Typhlosion. Starting off with Armarouge, what I was thinking was we have Flash Fire to make us immune to Typhlosion's fire type attacks. That'll leave us weak to Shadow Ball right off the get-go with Armarouge's psychic typing, but I was thinking we could patch that up with an Assault Vest, go max bulk into our HP and max special attack for raw damage. We could go Acid Spray, lower Typhlosion's special defense 2 stages. Each time we build Terra Charge ourselves, we can go Terra Dark to start hitting it with Dark Pulse. And really, that's kind of the thing. We'll be coming weak to Focus Blast if it does have Focus Blast, but Focus Blast does have a 70 accuracy, so we should be able to live it. And if not, what we could do is we could even reduce some of the special attack to increase some special defense to get a little bit more out of the Assault Vest, or we can go, instead of a Modest Nature to a Calm Nature. We could do something like that. Another Flash Fire Bond that I thought might be cool is Houndoom. This might be Houndoom's time because it is Flash Fire. It's got natural Dark and Fire coverage here. We could have maybe, say, an Assault Vest to get some special defense, or we could even go with a Shell Bell to recover some HP. What I was thinking was we go Terra Dark, and then that way we're going to get double stab on our Dark type moves. We could go maybe Nasty Plot, and then that way we're raising our special attack by 2. We have Dark Pulse to then take advantage of that. We can do some raw damage. We'll be naturally resisting Ghost. Will be completely immune to fire. Another idea is Houndoom does get a new Dark type move called Comeuppance, where basically if hit by an attack, it's going to return the damage at a 50% increased boost. So it's basically Dark type Metal Burst. So that could be something cool. Mabostiff gets this as well, so maybe Mabostiff, but I don't know for sure. Actually, on that note, let's take a quick look at Mabostiff. We do have a 70 special defense. We got a 90 defense, 120 attack. Mabostiff might be okay. Intimidate would probably be what we want for the ability, but I digress. We could maybe go Assault Vest, Comeuppance, maybe even Jawlock for some damage, and go from there. Maybe max HP, max attack. Switch on an Adamant Nature. We might even be able to run Mabostiff there, which is something I didn't even think of, but yeah, we could do that. Going back to Houndoom, we have the Nasty Plot Dark Pulse that I thought might be fun. We could even go Arcanine, where that's another Flash Fire Mon. Switch that over. Now, naturally, too, we don't have to worry about going into the Dark typing necessarily. We could keep our Terra Fire, or we could even go Terra Dark if we're confident we're not going to get nailed with a Focus Blast. But basically, Arcanine has good bulk. It's got 80 in both special and physical defense, as well as 90 in the HP. We could go with a physical set, run maybe Crunch for some damage. We could also run Snarl for some support and lower its special defense. In this case, maybe what we might do, instead of running a Modest or Adamant Nature, maybe we run either a Brave or Quiet Nature. Maybe go max attack, max HP, 4 into the special defense, run the Snarl support. Could do that. We could go Terra Dark if we really wanted to and get some raw damage. Let's see. Another one, and I can't take credit for this one because I saw this one on Twitter, but we can go Goodra, because Goodra has really high special defense. It also gets access to both Acid Spray and Chilling Water. And what I was thinking was maybe Hydration. Could go Rain Dance to lower the fire damage out of Typhlosion's fire type attacks. If this thing is spreading burns, then Hydration will get rid of Goodra's status conditions. We can go from there. We can have Terra Blast, go Terra Dark, or Terra Ghost, but I feel like, yeah, you could even make a case for Terra Ghost on Goodra, because you could run, with the exception of Rain Dance, you could run an Assault Vest on this. This thing has a base 150 special defense, which is really, really nice, because, you know, Typhlosion's only got 109 special attack, so you could use Goodra to wall it out, and Chilling Water and Acid Spray both build up your Terra Charge, so you could do something like that. Let's see. Similarly enough to Goodra, we do get access to Dragalge, which does have slightly less special defense, but what I was thinking was you could run Adaptability, or you could run Poison Touch, but I was thinking Adaptability. You can get the Acid Spray, you can get the Chilling Water, similar to Goodra. Run an Assault Vest on this thing. It naturally gets Shadow Ball as coverage too, which is pretty good, so you could even maybe go Terra Ghost. You could go Terra Dark still and run Terra Blast, but that's what I was kind of thinking with Dragalge. It's got some good special defense. It does have a little bit less of a special attacking stat, but the Kelp Dragon does do damage over time with the Acid Spray. And finally, the other thing I was thinking, and this one, everyone should probably have this by now if you've beaten the game, because, you know, and that is a pretty bare minimum, because you do need to do the school-wide tournament to access the 7-star raids. But what I was thinking was Chi-Yu. Beads of Ruin naturally reduces everything's special defense by 25%. It's got a great 135 special attack. You could probably do one of two things with this. You could run Dark Pulse for your damaging move, and then you can either run Nasty Plot to further boost your Dark Pulse, or Instead of doing that, you could just rely on the natural special defense drop from Beads of Ruin and run an Assault Vest to get bulky on the special side. Now, Chi-Yu does have the low 55 HP working against it, but what I was thinking was you could go 252 on your special attack, you can go max HP investment, and you can run that Assault Vest. Now you're taking advantage of the fact that you're base 120 special defense. Go for your Dark Pulse. Now, if you don't want to run an Assault Vest, you could go for the Nasty Plot so that you're getting a +2 right away. Run a Shell Bell instead so that you get a little bit of HP back. And you can go to the Nasty Plot. And then that way too, one Nasty Plot sets up, and then you can just start doing raw damage from there. You will be taking a little bit of damage from fire type attacks. You'll be taking a little bit of damage from Shadow Ball, but really, you should be able to shrug those off. You might even be able to shrug off a Focus Blast, depending on how you build your Chi-Yu. On top of that, you could even run Light Screen as support, and you could even run Taunt maybe before the shield goes up. It does get Confuse Ray, which could be a little bit funny to make Typhlosion hit itself. But yeah, that's my main thoughts on what I was thinking about some potential things to counter the 7-star Typhlosion raid. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what you're planning on using, and we'll see you next time.